What's going on, everyone? I am currently uploading the top 10 power characters. If you haven't watched that yet, because it's going to be out before this is, but if you haven't watched that yet, I encourage you to go watch that before this, because this is going to spoil that list. So I kind of want to make this video as an explanation to why I made the decisions I made, and yeah, maybe I can cure some of the anger that will probably be directed towards me when the character that people wanted to be at a certain area did not end up there. Anyway, so yeah, if you haven't watched that, watch that first, because this is going to spoil it. First, I went with Asane. It was actually, when I was taking a look at the list before, I was kind of wondering who I was going to put at 10 this time around, because for mind and power, the other characters were good, the other attributes were good, but mind and power in particular were a bit different than the other ones, because last time around, because I was kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel for those at the time, because I don't know if you guys remember, I put some characters that, looking back, if you go back and watch those videos now, you're going to be like, these characters aren't good. Why are they on the list? It's because, yeah, they're not good, they're not great, but they're better than the other options. So, like, power and mind got really behind on characters for a while, and while mind has significantly improved, and they have their characters are now way better. I think number one was number 6 this time around for mind, but power also got improved, but not. I feel like not as much. Still though, way better than it was before. Asane is now number 10. It was either gonna be Asane, Baragon, or Kenpachi. I chose to put Asane just because Kenpachi isn't really viable anymore, not even for PvP. You can make him viable for PvP. He's still good, but it's leaning toward a very strong attack damage route for PvP. So, and that was really the only thing that made him so high up there. Baragon, same way, but he's really only useful in PvP now. And even then, it's kind of like, okay, he can be really good if you have the perfect set on him, which is really hard to do. Asane, while not good in PvP, she is good in PvE. She's a healer. She's got her own soul trait that heals her. She's ranged. She's got an okay attack. Yeah, 657 is alright. It's actually decent. It's not terrible. It's not good. It's not great, but it is good. Her bruiser kind of sucks, and she has debilitator, but it only affects, her special. So it's it's kind of wasted on her. But yeah, that's why she made it at number 10. Next, I made Uryu. I made Uryu number 9. I remember when Uryu came out, he was like the go-to PvE red character, because he was ranged, which is great for PvP, and he did a lot of damage. He has that boosted normal attack damage, and he's got bruiser at plus 30, so that's 55 on just himself. Like, his attack goes up by 55% just by himself, so that's pretty good. His strong attacks, his SP's not great, which is okay, because his strong attacks aren't that great either. They don't do that crazy amount of damage. He doesn't have frenzy. He has berserker, but only at 30%, which is not that much. And his strong attacks serve, at least for me, they mostly serve the purpose of kind of knocking the enemies down or pushing them away. They really serve to complement his NAD, and they're okay. But it's just his NAD that's going to be the best build. He's a really good character. It speaks a lot about how great the game has gotten when Uryu's at number 9. So that's saying a lot. Something else I wanted to point out for Uryu specifically. Take a look at this. The highest attacks from power characters, he's the highest attack at 705, which is good. It's great, don't get me wrong. But take a look at number 2. It's Kazushini. Kazushini's at number 2. Kazushini should not be at number 2 of anything. Though I do like Kazushini. Kazushini's fun to play, but number 2 anything, no. It's 674. I mean, when you take into comparison characters such as like speed characters. By the way, this site's amazing. I'm so glad it exists. Yeah, when you have like, well, I should probably get rid of, whoops, power, there you go. Yachiru is like 7 points under Uryu, and that's saying a lot, because you have all these characters that already have a higher attack. So We're probably gonna get an abundance of high attack power characters, just like recently we've been getting an overabundance of high attack heart characters. I feel like power's the ones coming left next because we don't have that many of that. We also don't have that many tech, but we have 3 on tech that are high attack. Although Ikaku doesn't really count because it's his link. Either way, we need more power characters, so something to consider. Next I put Mila Rose. A lot of people are going to be like, why is Mila Rose ahead of Uryu? Frenzy. Frenzy is why Mila Rose is ahead of Uryu. Her stats are decent. They're okay. They're not like great, like 705 or, you know, whatever. But they're good. They're good for a hybrid character, and she has Frenzy. She is like one of 3 good characters really that have Frenzy. That's a hybrid character. It's very rare. Like even Byakuya doesn't have it. The new Holybell doesn't have it. You know, name a hybrid character other than Mila Rose, Christmas Holybell, and Tag Team Koga, and they're not gonna have Frenzy. Those are the only 3 decent characters, relevant characters that have Frenzy, and that's actually, you know, really great for them, especially for her because she has that strong attack cooldown. That means she's gonna be able to use her strong attacks multiple times. It's something we see a lot with Tenza, and we see with Toshiro and all that stuff, that their cooldown and then their link and their SP work so well. Her SP isn't as high as theirs, but her attack is higher than theirs. So when she's not using her strong attack cooldown / frenzy, she could just be attacking with her normal attack and do a decent amount of damage that way. She has also got really good range on her normal attack, and a plus 40 bruiser. So take that at 40%, and that's what you have. So bruiser at 40 for a hybrid character is great. And she's got Debilitator and a strong attack too that has a really good range. And like I said, she has Frenzy, so it's like double the chances of inflicting paralysis. Her special also has it, but it's really that strong attack too, cooldown Frenzy combo that's really good. So that's why she's there. She's actually a really great character and the best one from the Espada number... Well, I was going to say the best one out of Espada number 3... set, but no, Sun pretty good too. But both, I feel like both Sun and Mila Rose are better than Holybell. They're definitely better than Holybell, and that kind of sucks, but you know, what are you gonna do? Next we got Nemu. Okay, I don't know how. Some of you watching this know, but Nemu has developed some sort of cult following in my channel. Where I don't know what it is, but everybody seems to love Nemu. And damn man, she's so good at autoing. She is so good at autoing. Her attack is good. It's like really good. It's better than the rest of these characters except for Uryu, the rest of the ones we've looked at. In fact, it's better than anybody else on this list except for Uryu. Yeah, her attack is higher than anybody else on this list except for Uryu. That is really funny. Like, she's right here, and everybody else is below them. That's pretty great. I didn't realize that until now. Which is great because you can attack Chappies on her, and, like, you can attach Chappies and damage reduction, which is how I build mine, and she just, like, autos everything. It's amazing. It's great. Anyway, Bruiser at 30, Berserker at 40. Her SP isn't that high. Berserker does help, but her strong attacks don't really do that much damage anyway. So that's why I chappied her. Build her the way you want. Her strong attack 3 is great. Full screen, that actually is good. But her strong attack, the reason... Well, I'm not even going to get into builds. I'm just going to say she's a healer. She self-heals. She's great for autoing. And if you don't choose to auto, she's still great because she's got the good attack and a plus 40 Berserker. But it's really the healer. She's a great healer. And she's got burn on her special, which is nice. But yeah, that's Nemu. Next I put Soifon. Soifon, I feel like Soifon kinda... She's good, don't get me wrong. But I feel like they could have made a better Halloween character. I honestly think she's hurt by the fact that she's got the buff ability. It's good that she has a buff ability. Like, the buff ability is a good mechanic in the game, but I feel like they should not have given it to an SP character, someone with such a high SP, because it does do a lot of damage. She does have Frenzy, but it's a 40-second cooldown, and that really hurts, because that means that this Frenzy on this really high SP is only good for Strong Attack 1 and Strong Attack 3. Strong Attack 3 is full screen, but Strong Attack 1 is not. And you lose this one. You lose the third Strong Attack. Well, you don't lose it, but it doesn't hit as many times. It does have good range, but it's a 40-second cooldown that hurts. But other than that, she's a great character. Her Nad string is actually interesting. It does piercing damage similar to Stark's and Yukio's. So you can actually build her multiple ways. I'm actually very interested in seeing a high attack build on her. I know it's ridiculous because, you know, her SP is where she shines, but I like odd builds anyway. So she is a good character. I do feel she got hurt by having the boost ability, though it does help her rest of her stats. But yeah, she is that number, whatever she's number at. So I don't remember what she's number 6, I think, is what I put her in. Next was Yoruichi. A big fan of Yoruichi. But that's not why I try not to be. I'm not biased. I feel like I'm not biased. Otherwise, she would have been like way higher. But yeah, she's still a really good character. She's got the boosted strong attack. Her SP isn't as high as some of the other characters on this list. It's still pretty great. She's like what, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th highest SP in the red for the red characters. It's still really high, and that boosted soul trait definitely helps. Her mags got boosted during the recent update, but even then she was like killing it. She really got this high because of PvP. She's really good at PvP. And I know a lot of people don't use her anymore because Toshiro came out, but she's still a really good candidate for PvP. Her Arankar killer is definitely better than the Hollow killer that some of the other characters have. And not only that, she's also great for PvE. She's just an all-around great character to have. Some of these characters, when I make the explanation, and really when I make these lists, it's a little bit difficult for some of these. Like some of them have like, oh, poison on everything. Oh, debilitating stun. Oh, you know, they have this, they have that, they have range. And so, sometimes you just have a character that's just good. And that's all there is to it. A character is just good. And I feel like she kind of falls into that category. Obviously, her long stride and spinner help. And her quick activation for her strong attacks is really what makes her so good in PvP. And pretty good PvE as well. Another character that's similar to what I just said, that they're just straight up good, is Ichigo. Because this tag team Ichigo is just good. He doesn't have any fancy poison or stun or burning or anything like that. He just has a high SP, good link, great killer. This is the best possible killer you can have because it's good for raids and it's good for PvP. Unfortunately, this character is not great in PvP. He's still good, don't get me wrong. His strong attacks 3 and strong attack 2 strong attack 1 and strong attack 3 are good, but his strong attack 3 is great for PvE, not so much for PvP. It's because it's a vortex. Vortexes don't really matter in PvP because it's all about how quickly you can defeat an enemy, and they don't really affect him the way that the other ones do. But this makes him great in PvE, and he's got a high SP, which really helps. Bruiser's at plus 30. His attacks okay, but yeah, this character is just great. That's all there is to it. He's just a great character, and I feel like they did him justice with a new red Ichigo. We definitely needed one. Now we just need a new tech. I wonder when that one's going to come out. Maybe that'll be the high attack one. I don't know, though. We'll see. We'll see what happens. This is the one that I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do for this one with Senna. She was either going to be number 3 or number 2. I placed her at number 3. And I'll get to why when I get to know Itora. But, man, this character is amazing. She's super fast on her Nad string. She's got my favorite link. This is not why I put it on here, but she's got my favorite link, and the one that's like, I feel like K-Lab is now like, oh, this is a very popular link, a very popular build. Is a strong tech recharge build. Not great for PvP, obviously, but you know, I feel like this character isn't meant to be a PvP character. It's because of her vortex. Similar thing, vortexes aren't really meant for PvP. Her vortex is a crawling vortex similar to Ukiora's. And it does do pretty good amount of damage, at least from what I've seen. Their other strong attacks are just great. They have good range. Her strong attack 1 is pretty instant, and it's got better range than most people's strong attack 1, just because it's Tenron, so it's just a big area of effect forward. I know some people have Ceros with similar, but hers just looks bigger, though the hitbox might be the same. I don't know about that. Her bruiser kind of sucks. It's plus 20, but you know, what are you gonna do? She's got a weakening defense. A lot of people are getting weakened defense recently. She's got a hollow killer, which is good for PvE. So like I said, not really good for PvP. Dang, she's actually got a pretty high attack. I didn't realize that. High attack when it comes to, you know, hybrid characters. But yeah, she's a great character. But Noitora is just a little more useful. Granted, Senna is better in PvP than he is, but PvE, I'm sorry. Senna's better at PvE than he is, but he's still really good at PvE because he can auto like everything. The amount of damage he puts out is incredible. He's got a really high defense, highest defense in the game. Second highest is the other version of him, strangely enough. But yeah, his attack's good. Like I said, it's not like something great, but it's good. And he's got his own soul trait, and then just double that because of flurry, and it's that flurry that's just amazing. This character's still got a lot of things going for him. His killer is not one of them, though it definitely helps in PvP. But the reason that was loud. The reason this character made it so high up on the list is, one, he's still great, and two, he's good in both PvE and PvP, and that counts for something. He's also got that vortex move that lasts a long time, and it's great for PvE. Like I said, vortex moves aren't good for PvP, but it's just one action, and the rest of the time he's just attacking in PvP anyway. So yeah, this character still number 2. Number 1 before, number 2 now, and obviously number 1 has to be Toshiro. No exceptions. Man. It's amazing that a strong attack recharge character can be number 1 on PvP. He not only has strong attack recharge, but he also has a hollow killer, which is like unseen in PvP, except for if you're running full hollow Ichigo, which nobody does anymore, or second anniversary Ichigo, which I have seen people run, but it's not as often as they used to. I feel like his attacks take a little longer to activate, so people don't really run second anniversary Ichigo. But that's really the only time you see it, is when that happens. Maybe with Shinji, maybe they'll do more visors and you'll see them in PvP, and this killer will be more effective. But this character is already effective enough. His defense, wow, his defense is pretty good. I didn't actually notice that. Let me see. Okay, I guess his defense is all right. Not anything crazy like the other guys, but his attack's good. His SP is the highest in the game. He freezes everything. The best character in PvP so far. In my opinion, best character for PvE. This character might be the best character in the game right now, because you can't beat the usefulness of Toshiro in PvE. He freezes everything. He's super quick. It's just crazy what you can do with him. He doesn't have the instant kill that Shunsui has, but weakened defense and debilitator and freezing, you don't really need it. So yeah, I wonder how they're gonna top this guy. It's possible they'll top him with another similar character that has like a debilitator and an effect on everything. Maybe Yama, maybe Rukia. It'd be a little weird if they did it with Rukia because she's a lieutenant, but still very possible. Very possible. I think the character that we're gonna get that trumps him is gonna be Genryusai. But we'll have to see. But yeah, that's the explanation video. I know some of you, I'm probably gonna get comments on why Senna was not higher than Noitora. But other than that, that might be the only thing I see on this list, except for maybe Uryu. But I feel like I made my point with Uryu. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoy these kinds of videos where I explain them, because I feel like they help. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. I'm gonna go eat some cereal because I'm hungry, and I haven't eaten anything all day, and then I'm probably gonna watch Assassination Classroom because that's fun. All right, have a good night, and I love you.